We need to be aware, very mindful of where our energy is, because when it's up here, we can't make good decisions. Welcome in. Happy Monday. Welcome into Words of Wisdom Tarot, where we utilize the chakra system to give language to what women inherently know and the permission to trust it. Happy Monday. How was your weekend, everybody? Did you have a good weekend? I hope so. It was nice here this weekend, all things considered, and spent some time garage sailing on Saturday. Well, running a garage sale. And yesterday, I went out of the city for a little bit with a girlfriend of mine, and we went and sat by a river, and it was just lovely. So I hope you all had a really good weekend. If you're new here, my name is Wendy with an E, and I read tarot through the lens of the chakra system to help women understand what it is that they're feeling. So it's a new week. Energies are really intense. I don't know about you, if your sleep has been good or not, but I'll tell you, mine hasn't been. The people around me are struggling. These ascension energies are high. Schumann resonance is high. I could not stay awake last night. I fell asleep at 9 o'clock and then tossed and turned and sweated all night long. And I've done everything. I've removed all the memory foam from my bed. I have a fan blowing right on me. The window's open. I'm doing all the things. So it's not me. It's definitely what's going on out in the universe right now. So if you're struggling right now, sleep is a thing, just know you're not alone. Okay. So, and last but not least, I just want to bring up again that Spiritual Kindergarten is starting on June the 2nd. This is your 5-week crash course into learning about energy, energetics, your clairs, chakras, and how to meet your spirit guides. I'm looking for beta testers, so get yourself signed up today. If you would like to join me, put beta in the comments and I'll be happy to send you all the details. I'd love to have you there. This is a great course, by the way. It is a really good course. So today, moving on to the reading, which, by the way, is a general reading. So if it doesn't fit, don't try to make it. There will always be a reading show up here for you. I promise. But today, the Beyond Lemuria cards came up. Now, these cards are channeled cards by the artist from Lemuria. So for those of you who are on a spiritual journey, who are here because you're on a spiritual journey, these are very much geared towards people who know they are star seeds, who know they come from Lemuria, Sirius, Atlantis, any of those, other colonies, civilizations. If you know that your soul comes from there, this reading is for you. If you do not know that your soul comes from there, but this reading resonates with you deeply, you are likely from there. Okay. So today, these cards, I always get excited because these cards always talk about up-leveling, moving through things, but from a very different perspective. I really do like these cards. So it's a lot of chatter for the beginning of this reading. So let's get going. Okay. The Sound of the Universe. Endless Opportunities. The Portal Keeper. High Heart Chakra. Freedom. Earth Star Chakra. And Evolution. Okay. So the sound of the universe in the root chakra. One second. Okay. Sound of the universe in the root chakra. Life-changing experiences, glimpsing the great mystery, significant timing, pivotal moments, the Shri Yantra, the tuning fork of universal consciousness, music, transcending mundane reality. This card signifies those pivotal moments that transcend belief, remind us of a greater reality, and influence us so that life will never be the same again. The Shri Yantra is a powerful symbol described as the tuning fork that connects us to universal consciousness. It is present in those aha moments, the fragments in time when life as we know it falls away to reveal a place outside the mundane. It brings a sense of awe and overwhelms, and yet it feels so real, it jolts us back to our core for deeper remembering. It allows us to fathom our limitlessness. This card is also about music as a sacred tool. It speaks of the importance of having a soundtrack for our journey. Music was an essential aspect of ceremony in Lemuria as it bridged the gap between matter and non-matter. Even in this dimension, music opens the portals to an array of feelings and atmospheres. Bring more music into your life to expand your experience and shift your sense of ordinary reality. The divinatory meeting. Having your world shaken up even a little bit can invite a deeper glimpse into the greater mystery of your life. There are myriad ways to peek behind the veil of the mundane world. Ecstatic dance, spiritual exploration, and intuitive creative pursuits are just a few. Aim to naturally imbue this awareness in your everyday existence so you can avoid the sudden wake-up calls. Wake up to the hidden music, harmony, and wonder of your multidimensional world. So this in your root chakra, I really feel... I was watching a video this morning about somebody who is on a faith journey and finally had a connection to God and had his whole world, just emotionally, everything just turned upside down. That's kind of what this card feels like to me, is that having your world shaken up a little, having a little of that divine coming in and saying, hey, what about this? Shaking up your root chakra, shaking up your limiting beliefs a little bit to see if you can come out with something more. I mean, we're here to be more than what we are in the moment, more than what we were yesterday, right? We're here to be more. And implementing music, frequency is everywhere. Every single thing on this planet has a frequency, and it's a unique frequency to itself, okay? Which is why I love my AO scanner, my frequency scanner, because it picks up on my frequencies and then balances and optimizes my frequencies. So if you'd like a free voice scan to tap into the sound of the universe, just put voice down in the comments and I will happily get together with you and tell you how you can access your free voice scan. Okay, so endless opportunities in the sacral chakra. All right, so this is endless opportunities. Decision-making, choice, crossroads, unrealized opportunities, taking the path of least resistance, heart over mind, direction, focused energy, the high road or the low road. Decisions, options, and opportunities. It's wonderful that we have the freedom to choose, but sometimes indecision can be so hard and almost suffocating. The more we use our minds to battle the pros and cons, the more we move out of our hearts. Often, the best way forward is to step back and do what it takes to get out of your head and into your body so your gut feeling can guide the way. When making a choice, you may consider anything that doesn't feel like a total yes or as a total no. Perhaps none of the apparent options are right, or any choice could be the right one if you wholeheartedly pick a direction and give it your best shot. When faced with a decision, check where your integrity lies. Peel back the layers to see where you're making your choices from. Are you choosing from fear-based survival or a place of love? Interesting that comes up in the sacral chakra, because the sacral chakra is all about holding on to fear, right? Fear is what stops us from doing pretty much everything. A choice founded in love can make you feel light, excited, passionate, and give you butterflies. It might be a little scary, but in a good way. It might not make sense to your mind. It may seem out of your comfort zone or undermine your logic. The low road can look like the safest, easiest path. It may avoid or lessen immediate pain and confrontation, but it will be long, winding, and exhausting. The high road may look perturbing, but it will cut through old stories and lead directly to the heart for growth and transformation. When you choose to step forward boldly, it takes courage, but you will discover a place of trust. Rather than staying small, hiding, or running away, you will expand and open yourself to growth. This is where magic happens, and synchronicities you could never have imagined land in your lap. But first, you have to step into the unknown and let your heart guide you. What if everything you wanted was right there in front of you? Make the important decision to let go of outdated limitations. What could be the worst that happens? Reach for what you want and know it's closer than you realize. It's a really strong, powerful card. Endless opportunities. You have options and opportunities you may not have realized. The universe wants to give you what you want. It's all there, so reach out and wholeheartedly choose it. While you sit on the fence, your experiences are diluted or confusing. We live in a time of choices. Sometimes reason and limitation direct our choices, and we feel unfulfilled as a result. Choose life from a place of heart, compassion, integrity, and you can't go wrong. I talk about this all the time on this channel, about how we need to lead from the heart, about how we need to be embodied in our lower chakras. We need to be aware, very mindful of where our energy is, because when it's up here, we can't make good decisions. We are not embodied. When we know that it is down in our hips and in our sacral chakra, that's when we can make beautiful heart-led decisions. So this card is asking you to stay embodied. Stay down in your root and your sacral chakras to ensure that you're making the best decisions for yourself and leaving yourself open to opportunities where you can feel that full body yes or that hell no. Okay? So the next card in the solar plexus is the Portal Keeper. Unique gateways to mystical experiences, psychic ability, raising your vibration, expanded consciousness, the Akashic records, past life ties, exploring the edges of reality for significant messages, seeing between the lines, and multi-dimensional awareness. The beings of Lemuria evolved with a different kind of intelligence. They were skilled at harnessing energy from natural and abundant forces such as crystals, the heart of the earth, and the moon. They could share complex information without words. The Lemurians operated in multiple realms at will and could disappear from human perception. Technically, they were in the same location, but in an overlying reality, a parallel dimension which could be very different. And let's see here, because this is really long. I just want to grab the main points. Portals are gateways to other layers of reality. They can be accessed through meditation and inner practices or externally in places such as the planet's vortices. Now, I want you to be aware, your chakras are vortices, energy portals within your body that actually have a bundle of nerves where each chakra is, that interprets all of that information that come in. Your body is magically made. Okay. These places are usually sacred to those sensitive to energies and work closely with the earth, often where ley lines connect. Portals are places where the veil is thin and inexplicable phenomena can occur. Earth's ley lines are similar to the meridian systems on the body. Chakras are also energetic vortexes. When we tune into them and the places on the body they connect to, we can access holistic information. Divinatory meaning. Gently explore the edges of your reality. Spend time in the forest to listen. Deepen your meditation practice. Dance yourself into ecstasy. Explore psychic tools and study new healing modalities. If you feel lacking in purpose or life seems a little mundane, remember there's never a reason to be bored. What we experience with our physical senses is just the tip of the iceberg. Magic exists wherever you care to find it. Look between the lines to limitless discovery. So when you step into your power, when you step into who you are, this is going to open up your world. This is going to open up so many more things for you. Again, staying in your lower chakras is going to allow you to stay embodied enough to be able to tap into these energies so that you can explore them yourself. Okay? In the heart chakra, we have, interestingly enough, we have the high heart chakra, which is ecstatic bliss. And the high heart chakra is actually this chakra above. So your heart chakra is here in the middle of your chest. The high heart chakra is right here. So if you take your finger and you slide it down to this little notch and then slide it down about an inch, you should feel like a little well Your fingers should just slide kind of right into it. This is where your high heart chakra is. This is your thymus chakra, and your thymus gland is right behind it. If you tap on here when you're not feeling well, just sit here and tap. Give yourself 20, 30 seconds. You will start to feel your energy in your body start to shift and lighten up, and you're going to start feeling better. So I highly recommend you put this little tool in your toolbox. It helps to boost your immune system, because that's what your thymus gland does, is it boosts your immune system. This is also your chakra of unconditional love. So when you're tapping on this, you're going to notice you're going to start feeling better. You're going to start feeling more love. You're going to start feeling more joy. You're going to start feeling more expansiveness, because I'm starting to feel these things as they're moving through my lower chakras. I'm starting to feel everything starting to open up. So this card is, I really just want to talk about this particular piece right here. You can just sit and tap here, and you will feel changes happen in your body. This is an amazing, amazing energy. I just want you to see that card again. This is a really lovely energy, and it's something you can tap into anytime you like, because you have the technology of fingers tapping on bone. The vibration just gets everything kind of moving around, and you'll feel your chakras one by one starting to open up. So this is divine love, selflessness, spiritual compassion, oneness through heart-centered bliss, healing, gratitude, giving love, dharma, patience, joy. This card taps into the blissful oneness we feel as we drop away our edges and protective containers. This is the place where we feel held and seen, enough to flow into oneness, where the eternal part of me meets the external part of you. This is the selfless state where our higher selves commune for illuminated perspective on how we share, gift, and lift others in joyful overflow. Restore. Consider your life purpose by exploring what allows you to give in joy. Themes. The way you can bring joy to yourself and others. Healing position. The thymus gland behind your sternum, a little behind the heart. This is exactly where it is. And the color wash is iridescent pink. So I'm really glad I went down that road to explain to you what this is, how to do this. And when you stop, you will feel tingling and other things in your body. You'll feel things moving around, and you're going to start feeling lighter. I've started with a headache this morning. These ascension symptoms are no joke. I woke up with a headache this morning, and just sitting here tapping on this, my headache's almost gone. So I really recommend you try this little tool. In the throat chakra, we have the freedom card. And to me, this card, after last week where we were talking about, okay, you're going to say things, now you're just going to take some time and you're just going to rest and you're not going to say anything. You're going to use some discernment, be a little more quiet. Now we're saying you have the freedom to speak your truth. And it's so important that we speak our truth, whatever that is. Bring a deeper sense of freedom to a situation. A limitation may be a state of mind. A shift of perspective can help bring a sense of lightness and choice. Also, consider what freedom looks like to you in the bigger picture of your life. If you're feeling stifled in an environment, it is up to you to make a change. Add pleasurable moments or practices that cultivate a sense of greater freedom in your day-to-day life. If you're experiencing greater freedom, you may be feeling unsettled. Consider whether it is the kind you were looking for. If you feel ungrounded and lost, perhaps you could add some structure to your world to optimize your freedom. And this card means living the life you love, liberation as a shift in perspective, the many facets of freedom, inviting enjoyment and inspiration to your life, discovering what freedom means to you, overcoming limitation, unbound creative expression, and choice over obligation. Unbound creative expression. Throat chakra is connected to the sacral chakra. Sacral chakra is where your ideas are born. Throat chakra is where they are birthed out. So it's expressed out through the throat chakra. So whatever happens down here comes out here. This card's saying, do it. Whatever that idea is, whatever it is that you are sitting on right now, it is saying to you, unbound creative expression. Express those creative nudges that you have. Express whatever it is, whether you read, write, dance, paint, like bead, diamond art, I don't care. If there is something that you think the world needs to know about, this card's saying, do it, bring it, create it, speak it, give it life. Earth Star Chakra is the next, and it is in your third eye chakra. Earth Star Chakra and initiation. And I find this card interesting because the Earth Star Chakra is the first chakra that is below your feet, that connects you to the earth. Oneness, collective consciousness, anchoring transmissions from the higher realms, sacred earth knowledge, integration of the divine, and working with grid lines. That's twice today we've had ley lines. So for someone or some of you, you may have been exploring ley lines and what they mean, where they run, how they cross, where those portals might happen to be. Some of you know how to do this work, even if you don't know what it is you're doing. A lot of you might call it grid work. You're dealing with the ley lines. You're standing at a gateway into the unknown with trust in your heart, ancient remembering in your soul, and inner illumination to light the way. Funny that that's in your third eye chakra. You have to access the seat of creation, the spark of existence, and the codes that hold the blueprints of who and what we are. This place is clear and grounded, despite moving through multi-dimensional realms and able to bridge worlds while functioning in physical reality. The higher you reach for the divine and the realms of spirit, the more important it is to anchor deeply to the earth. Restore. Explore clearing meditations, self-energy work, and put intention into the meaningful parts of your life. Find ways to balance your life. Be aware of the times of day that are more conducive to different states of consciousness, such as flow, meditation, and productivity. Themes: integration of spirit and the eternal self, how you balance spirit and physical reality. Healing position at the feet, 30 centimeters below the feet, but placing the card at the feet is fine. And the color wash is earth brown. And last but not least, in the crown chakra, we have evolution. Okay. And evolution is growth, overcoming challenges, gracefully riding the waves of life, expanding out of a problem, flourishing in the face of change, thriving in new environments, and being unperturbed. And this is sitting in your crown chakra. This is talking about getting out of your own way because you really do not have as much control over your life as you think you do. Evolution or life mastery is attempting every wave with courage, grace, and poise. It's about meeting challenges, learning to glide across the emotionally charged waters of life and bring joy, humor, and lightheartedness along as you weave your light in the world. Look for ways that you can flourish in the face of challenge. Tap into your original passion and remember why you chose the path that brought you to where you are now. Break a problem down to its elements and be creative in how you tackle them. Consider how you can make it more fun and inspiring. Alternatively, be present and ask how you can learn, grow, and become stronger through what's happening for you. Focus on the aspects of your situation that make it all worth it. Draw on the inner resources that you can pull through. You have the qualities you need to shine, so don't lose sight of the bigger picture. You may be pushed to greater and deeper learnings, and it might be an uncomfortable process, but the strength, growth, and wisdom that comes from journeying through the eye of the storm and embodying this knowledge is something no teacher can show you. I really feel like today we are being asked to take a look back to where we come from and to tap into the knowledge that we all came here with. If you're here on this channel, you've been here at least once. You have knowledge in your soul that you have access to tap into. This reading is very much asking you to tap into it, to love hard on yourself, come from a place of unconditional love. Think of this card as the pivot between the sound of the universe, endless opportunities, the portal keeper. These were all talking about, grounding yourself and being open to opportunities and knowing that you have more going on in your lower chakras than maybe you're giving yourself credit for. And the upper chakras are saying, hey, you have the freedom to evolve. You're grounded in this Earth Star chakra. And this high heart chakra really feels like a hinge. It's like we've got the 3 lower chakras here and the 3 upper chakras here, and they're just kind of swinging around this high heart chakra. Everything today. Try to tie everything that you're doing today into unconditional love and see if that doesn't change your world. And that is what the cards have for you today. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. If something in here resonated with you and you'd like to go deeper, my link tree is in the description box below. If you're interested in Spiritual Kindergarten, your 5-week crash course to learning about energetics, put beta in the comments below and I will absolutely reach out to you with the details. If you're looking for a voice scan through my AO voice scanner, please also just drop the word voice and I'll also reach out to you with the details. If you liked this reading, please do me a great kindness and like, turn on notifications, subscribe, again, leave me comments, because we want the YouTube algorithms to find my channel and share it with all kinds of other people like you so we can build a fantastic community here. And I would be really appreciative of that. And with all that being said, take what resonates, leave the rest, and have a great day. I love you.